In this video, I will explain the 2018 horror film, The Witch in the Window. I hope you enjoy it. At the start of the movie we see a couple, Simon and Beverly, who have a son, Finn. Their married life wasn't going well and they both were living separately. Finn lived with his mother. One day Simon visited them to take Finn with him because Beverly was very stressed and she wanted to spend some time alone. So he came to take Finn with him on a trip, so their married life could get better. Finn was worried due to the fights in his family and he blamed his mother for all of this. He was upset with his mother and said bad stuff to her. Beverly gets mad and goes into a room and starts crying. Simon handles her. She tells Simon that she wants to keep Finn safe and she is alone in all of this. She is alone taking care of him. After this, Simon takes Finn and leaves. He takes him far away from the city where they reach a house. Simon tells Finn that he had bought this house at a very good price. Now they will repair this house and he will sell it to someone else at a good profit. His phone rang and it was the call of an electrician who lived nearby. After talking on the phone, they both go inside the house, where there was no light. That's why Simon had called the electrician. There were many other things that they had to repair. After looking at the entire house, they go to the basement when suddenly it gets completely dark and they both get scared. Here they hear the sound of someone's footsteps. When they look with their torch on, they see it's their neighbor Louis. He had come to fix the light. After fixing the light, they go out of the house to have a cigar. Louis tells them that he doesn't like this house. When he was young, a woman along with her husband and child came to live here. She wasn't a good woman. People used to call her a witch. One day her husband and child died in a very supernatural way, after which she locked herself inside the house and she used to sit by that window all the time. After a few weeks, when the police were told, it was found that she had died a few days ago and her name was Lydia. Next evening Simon was fixing a bulb when he saw someone's hand on the door. When he went to see, there was no one there. He sees Finn in front of him, who tells him that there is something strange in this house. He saw a lady in the mirror. He couldn't see her face because she suddenly vanished. Finn asks him if he experienced something strange in the house. Simon refuses because he didn't want to scare him. They both go to a chair and Finn asks him if the lady died here. Simon refuses and tells him that he will keep his room's door open at night. If she feels any discomfort, he can come to his room. Finn refuses and tells him that he doesn't get scared of all this and he is fine. When he starts feeling scared, he gets up and goes into his father's room and sleeps. Next morning his father calls his name to wake him up, but he refuses to get up. Suddenly he feels as if Dad is here and is talking to him. He tells him that last night he saw a dream in which he is telling Lydia to stay in this house. Suddenly Finn wakes up from sleep and sees that there is no one there. He calls his dad, but when he looks out of the window he sees his dad is outside cutting wood. Means it was the lady's spirit who was talking to Finn. Next day Simon was repairing the glass with Finn. Finn asks him if he will really sell this house. Suddenly all the lights go off and they both go down to check. They heard some noise which was coming from the basement. Finn and Simon, when they go to the basement, there was no one there and Simon remembered that they both didn't have lunch, so they planned to go out and have pizza. Finn goes up to change, but when he comes down he is very scared and he calls his dad from up the stairs. His dad comes up and sees that there is someone sitting on that chair. They both go near. Finn turns on his phone's camera to see and he sees no one there. As soon as Simon calls her name, she opens her eyes and they both run from there, all scared. Lydia starts running after her. They both go out of the house and sit in their car and go. They reach a pizza restaurant where, after having the pizza, Simon calls Beverly. He tells her that he is sending Finn from the first bus tomorrow. After this they go to Louis's house to spend the night, where Louis tells Simon that there is no light in their house because he had cut it in the start. He tells him that it's not a good house and he gets scary dreams because of that house. He sleepwalks in his sleep and whenever he used to wake up he used to be in front of that house. One day he cut that house's light and he stopped having those dreams and he started sleeping peacefully. He tells him that Lydia gets energy from light and whatever he is repairing in the house, he should stop it all because she is getting powerful from all that. Simon tells him that he won't stop repairing it because he wants to shift in that house with his family. He will make it a nice house and he is ready to face Lydia for this. Next day Simon sends Finn back to Beverly and starts repairing the house. He sees that Finn has returned too. He tells him that after he left, Finn got off the bus and came back here. When Simon was working, Finn tells him that he likes him a lot and that he missed him a lot. Simon comes and sits next to him and tells him that he missed them too. They both get emotional and cry while hugging each other. At that moment, Simon's phone rings. It was Beverly. She tells him that Finn has reached home and he is behaving in a strange manner. Hearing this, Simon gets scared. Because he understood that the Finn sitting next to him is not the real Finn but it's the lady Lydia. Simon talks to Finn on the phone and puts the phone down. He looks at the Finn sitting next to him and starts running from there. As soon as he steps out of the house, he remembers that he left the car keys inside the house. Lydia was behind him, so he ran away on his feet. He runs to Lewis's house and asks him for help. He refuses to help him and tells him that he is still in the house. Suddenly his eyes opened and he was still in that house. He runs and picks the car keys and tries to run again. As soon as he sits in his car, he sees that he is still stuck inside the house and he is screaming for help. At that moment he sees Lydia sitting next to him. His eyes open and he runs to the outside garden and sees that Beverly is here, who was Lydia in reality. Simon tells her to stop all this and Lydia tells him to look at her. Lydia tells him to stay in that house so that she could be freed from the house. Simon accepts even though he didn't want to, because he wanted his family to stay in the house. After this she vanishes and a light turns on in the house through which she makes her presence felt. Simon goes inside the house and finishes all the repairs. After repairing, we see that he is sitting next to Lydia on a chair and is looking outside. After a few days, Lewis walks in his sleep to the house and sees that Simon is also dead now and Lydia gets free from the house. After Simon's death, Beverly and Finn visit to see the house where Finn finds a letter from his dad, where it was written that it's their house now and his dad will live with him forever. Beverly comes there and they both decide to stay in that house. Finn feels his father in the walls of the house. He wishes him good night and the movie ends. Thanks for watching.